since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And we are underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First carry for the Hall of Famer, Marcus Allen. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. On second down now, it's Allen. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Allen off the play fake. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check safety. Middle.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Going deep here for Watkins. And got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown. Philadelphia. Sammy Watkins, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch out. Jim.
Gurley. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Open man is Michael Thomas. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Darren Waller, 54 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. No, that's free.
From the gun, Steve Young. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Mike, check. 59.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And this is caught by Watkins. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And this is caught. That's Watkins. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Sammy Watkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
He can run for it, and he will. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 50. Check 55 to Mike.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And caught by Thomas for a Charger touchdown. Michael Thomas, 31 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Let's go, let's go. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Ready, ready, ready.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to look deep for Watkins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Chark, 38 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Young working out of the gun. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ready, set, pilot, 64, weak. I got one. I got you, punk. 47.
Now a first down throw for Young. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. K.J. Wright able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. The second down throw for Steve Young, incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, but now it's third down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Third and long for Young. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Young now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Young throwing again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Davante Adams. As the first half is winding down, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, it's Allen. Allen's got it complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
56.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They'll run for it. This is Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
It's a gain of 34. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams now...
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Young. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Austin Hooper, 31 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Again, it's Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Sammy Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Throwing again, Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punting, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense. Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Here we go, set, 10 logo, 80 weapons. He's coming, double up, 5.
They will run again with Coleman. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Here's Steve Young.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Terrell Owens there to make the grab. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Here we go.
The The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. He sets to fire deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And some room to run now. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Able to spin free. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, it's Coleman. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The kick by Bryant is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw is Allen. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
You ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a third and 13. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they collecting.
Not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side.